Good morning, rise and shine from the beautiful utopia of the seas. Today is a sea day and I am sitting on my stunning ocean view balcony just watching the waves and taking it all in. I've been on board now for just over a week and I've been enjoying every single second. If you do recall, I did work on this ship for 7 months and I did sign off of my contract back in December of 2024. So this time I am back as a guest. It's a very different experience being a guest on board versus being a crew member working on board. And today I want to talk about all the things that are different between the two. This ship is absolutely massive, and I know it like the back of my hand because I've spent so much time here. But there are quite a few things that I haven't yet done since being here, so I thought it'd be fun to do a couple of those today. It holds a capacity of 7,000 guests and about 2,500 crew members. So there is a lot of people on this ship. And with it being a humongous ship, there are so many different things you can do and enjoy. So many places to eat, so many lounges, bars, activities, and so much more. And I am on a contract. I am able to go to most guest areas, and I do have a lot of privileges that not every single crew member has. However, there are limitations and there are also a ton of things that I'm not able to do. So while I've been on board, I've been enjoying all those amenities that I don't usually get to enjoy, and it's been great. One thing that stayed a constant since I've been on board is my workout routine. I have been making it a priority to get some movement in every single day. I've been going to the gym most days. I haven't done a workout in the gym every single day, but I also don't work out 7 days a week when I'm home. So I love the gym and like a traditional workout, but I also love activities that don't feel like a workout, but you are still getting some movement in. That being said, I'm in my activewear already, so I want to get a morning workout in before the day begins. You guys know I love my morning movement and it just makes me feel energized and gets me ready for the rest of the day. I do plan to lay out quite a bit this afternoon, so I want to start my day with some activity. Even though being here as a guest is entirely different than when I was working on board, certain things in my routine have stayed the same, and that is where today's sponsor comes in. So a huge thank you to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. You guys know that I love Ritual. I've been taking Ritual Essential for Women 18 Plus for years now. I swear by it. It is truly a game changer in my daily routine and so easy to implement as well. If you're unfamiliar with the Essential for Women 18 Plus, this is a clinically backed, clean, high-quality multivitamin for women ages 18 through 49 to help fill key nutrient gaps in the diet. As you know, I am traveling constantly, whether I'm working during a contract or I'm on vacation like I am now. And it's so challenging to get all the nutrients your body needs on a daily basis, especially while traveling. And these are so easy, I can just throw them in my carry-on. I take 2 capsules per day and I'm good to go. These are third-party tested, vegan-friendly, non-GMO certified, gluten-free, and formulated without major allergens. What I also love is that Ritual is made traceable, so they share where their key ingredients come from and why they're using them, so you know exactly what you're putting into your body. I swear by these. I have been taking the Essential for Women 18 Plus for like 2 to 3 years now. I can't even remember. But they are an essential in my daily routine. I bring them with me everywhere, no matter what state or country I'm in. I've got these on hand. And like I said, they're super easy to take, so you just take 2 capsules daily. These capsules are actually so tasty too. They're essenced with mint. And they are also delayed release capsules, so they're super gentle on my stomach. I do have a sensitive stomach, so I do have to be mindful of that, and these are incredible. And because of that, you don't have to take them with food, which is also great. You can get 25% off your first Ritual order using my unique link, which is in the description box. You can also scan the QR code on the screen, and you can head to ritual.com/JBAUTH25. Once again, a huge thank you to Ritual. Now let's get into the video. I just finished my workout. It was super busy in the gym, but I still managed to have a great workout. I did 15 minutes on the Stairmaster and then a lower body kettlebell workout, and then finished off with a little bit of abs. So that was great. I did have access to the guest gym when I was working here, so nothing was different there. But I am waiting outside of Solarium because I'm meeting Callum here for some breakfast. This is where we've been eating breakfast like every single morning pretty much, because it's my favorite place to grab a bite to eat. It's much quieter than the Windjammer, and they still have a huge selection of food. When I was working on board, I could eat in the Solarium, but only for dinner, and it had to be after 8:30 p.m. So I wasn't able to enjoy breakfast or lunch in this venue. And fun fact, I've never actually eaten lunch in the Solarium until this past cruise. Even when I had family visiting me on board, I've never eaten lunch here. So this is a perk I'm definitely enjoying. So just waiting for Callum, and we're gonna head on in. Let's grab a plate first and foremost. While I was gone, my stateroom attendant cleaned the room, made the bed, and left me a little towel animal. This is one of the most obvious differences being a guest on board as opposed to being crew. You don't have someone cleaning your room for you. You are responsible to do that yourself as a crew member. So you are expected to keep the room nice and tidy and clean. You have to take out your garbage yourself. But as a guest, obviously all of that is taken care of, which is awesome. So that obviously is a big difference, but the room itself is very different for the guests and the crew. So this is the stateroom that I am currently in. It is an ocean view balcony. It's absolutely stunning. Very nice and spacious. We've got a nice big bed, a ton of storage space. We got 2 closets and so many drawers. We got a desk space, a nice big TV, a couch, and of course, the top selling point for me for this room, which is not just the natural light, but the balcony. This view just never gets old. You can sit here, have a cup of coffee, you can read your book, you can have a chat. Like, it's just such a nice place to hang out. The balcony itself is actually a really good size. We've got 2 chairs that recline, and we have a little table as well. But of course, you just have the best view of the ocean. And I love the glass paneling because you can see obviously straight through. You just have a perfect view of the water. The bathroom is also significantly bigger than that of a crew member's. This shower is super nice. And don't get me wrong, of course there are exceptions to this, and not every single guest stateroom is like the one I'm currently in. So of course we have this ocean view balcony. There are also balconies overlooking Central Park, the boardwalk. There's also interior cabins that don't have any natural light. It's on the inside of the ship. Those are definitely going to cost you less money. And then, of course, you have all of the junior suites, all that sort of stuff, all those bigger rooms. And again, when it comes to crew cabins, not every single crew cabin is the same. There are absolutely no crew cabins that have a balcony. However, there are certain positions that do have a nice big porthole, and they do have a room that is a similar size to this. The room I was living in was a shared cabin, so I had a roommate. Inside was twin-size bunk beds. We had a little table, but our closet space was definitely much smaller than what's in here. And of course, we didn't have any natural light. The last sea day that we had, I was circling for 30 minutes and I couldn't find even a chair to sit in the sun, but today we've snagged a good spot. So when I was working here, I was allowed to come to the pool deck or the top deck and lay out in the sun in my bathing suit. So that was definitely something that I took advantage of a lot because I do love the sunshine. However, I would always opt for a chair that was like way out of the way and kind of secluded. But now I don't have to do that. I do still prefer to do that, but I don't have to do that now. I'm up on deck 17. I'm gonna dig into my new book. I'm starting The Perfect Wife. Started it last night right before bed, and I am 15% of the way through. I was reading a little bit on the Stairmaster, so that is gonna be my plan for the next couple hours. It is 1:30. I've been laying out for about 2 hours. The weather is cooperating. It is absolutely beautiful. The last couple days haven't been great, so I'm very pleased that we're having some good sun time today. I really want to go down the water slide, but the line is insane. So maybe that'll be something I do later today because I also need to wash my hair. But in the meantime, we're gonna go do something that I haven't been able to do as a crew member. Believe it or not, ice cream is one of those things that you're not really recommended to get while you're working on board. So needless to say, I've been thoroughly enjoying my fair share of soft serve ice cream on the pool deck. What did he do?
It was for the Abyss yesterday.
Oh, okay, good. Came back to the room to get some socks. I just took the Abyss slide down, which is super fun. We are technically allowed to go on that, but it's rare that we ever do. The last time I did it was in install before we had guests on board, just because it's always so busy and you'll be waiting in line for a long time. So we did that to come down. I've come back to the room to grab some socks, and we are headed to do another fun activity. Again, something I don't usually do as a crew member, and that is the rock wall. Thank you. Rock climbing was super fun. I think I made it up in about a minute or maybe just over, but I definitely want to go on it again. The line wasn't too bad, so I'll have to go back hopefully tomorrow maybe, or maybe next cruise. I still have one more full cruise, but we're gonna grab a bite to eat now for lunch. I've actually never eaten anything from the Doghouse on the boardwalk, so that's what we're gonna do. Can I please just have a classic hot dog? Thank you. My first hot dog on the Utopia. That's good. It's delicious. been so far? It's 4 o'clock. I'm back in the room now. After we had our lunch, I went back up to the top deck. Cal went back to work, and I continued my book, which the book I'm reading right now is insane. It's so good. I'm currently reading The Perfect Wife by Blake Pierce. I think this is the first book I've read by this author, and I'm already on 68%. Granted, it's not a super long book, I don't think, but it's very, very intriguing. So I'm totally pulled into the plot, and it's crazy. But I do have a bit of editing to do, so I'm back in the room, but I might take the laptop somewhere, or maybe I'll sit on the balcony. Haven't decided yet. I do need to wash my hair. Very excited about that. Maybe I'll get like another coffee or maybe a tea. Something like that. I did want to go in the pool when I was upstairs, but there were so many people in it that I was just off put and I decided against it. Of course, that's one of the things that I can do now as a guest, but I would much prefer it if it was a little bit less packed. And same goes for the jacuzzis. We have been enjoying the jacuzzis so much while I've been here. So maybe we'll do that later, but for now, I need to freshen up. Didn't even show you earlier, but our stateroom attendant made a turkey with the towel. It's honestly so impressive. I wonder if they'd take like a class to learn all the different animals. We've got that, and then we've got a checklist for CocoCay tomorrow. I'm sitting at Park Cafe. I've got myself a little tea. Didn't think I really needed caffeine at this hour of the day, but so I refilled my water bottle and I've got tea. But this is yet another thing that I wouldn't normally be able to do, is sit at Park Cafe and do work. Technically, I could sit in this area because it is a guest area as long as I'm in uniform or smart casual. That is the rule. I must always be dressed up. I could never show up in the outfit that I'm in. I have jean shorts and a little crop top. Like, that would never fly. So there's no doubt about it that I am enjoying. It is just about 10 to 8, and I'm going for a very casual look tonight. Did not feel like dressing up as much, so I've got my jeans on, tube top, and we're gonna grab a quick bite to eat at the Windjammer. And tonight we're gonna watch the Aqua show. We haven't seen that yet since I've been on board, and it is a new cast. It's cast 2, so I'm excited to see that. The fact that I can just wear jeans and sandals and no name tag out and about tonight is phenomenal. It's another great perk about being a guest. I mean, obviously, why would they have a name tag? But if I was working here, I would have to be wearing smart casual attire or formal wear, depending on the day. And I think today is formal night because it's the sea day. So I would have to be in like a full-length gown, but I don't have to do that now. Okay, got lots of veggies, chicken breast, and a little mac and cheese. is all I can say. The aqua show, it just blows me away every time. It was so good. It's such incredible energy. Like, the music is all 80s music, and it's just high energy and upbeat and just really fun. Also, I just love watching talented people, you know? We got there about 15 minutes before, but we managed to get really good seats, and we had the fastest dinner ever in the Windjammer. Because of that, we didn't eat a ton, so now we have pizza, which, in my defense, we haven't been doing hardly at all since I've been here. I think this is the third time that we've had pizza. This is something that I was allowed to do on this ship when I was here working. However, if there was a long line, we would have had to just like go back. So we'd only be able to go if there was no line and it was super quiet. And that line tonight was bumping, but we secured the goods. For the rest of the night, we're gonna enjoy our pizza, and I have a few movies downloaded on Netflix. So we're gonna pick something to watch, and that's gonna be it for the evening. Good morning. Today we are in CocoCay. It is 8:45 and we're headed to the dining room for breakfast. This is my first dining room breakfast since I've been on board as a guest. And of course, the dining room is a privilege that guests have that crew members do not, especially for breakfast. There are rare occasions where they'll invite cast members to go to dinner or something like that, but it's usually never for breakfast or lunch. And I really enjoy their breakfast. So we are going to head there now. We have a little bit more time this morning, so hence why we're going today. And I'm excited. Let's go. Good morning. What do I get? Burrito or Benedict? I can't decide.
What's Benedict?
I don't know, they're both good. That's why I'm having issues. Am I gonna get the Benedict and then I'm gonna see your burrito and I'll be like, oh, I wish I got the burrito. So I'm gonna get the burrito. Callum and I have just parted ways because he has a meeting. I'm headed back to the room. Breakfast was super good. I'm absolutely stuffed now, so I need to pack my beach bag and I'm gonna head off the ship. I've got my suit on, I've got my beach bag. I just need to get a towel on our way down. And then we're gonna have a perfect day in CocoCay. I'm getting off by myself because Callum had a meeting and then work, but he will be meeting me for lunch, which is nice. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go lay out.
Doors down.
I'm off. We're docked with Liberty again. I'm so glad that the weather is finally cooperating because the first couple days of this cruise were terrible. The weather was so bad. Very pleased to have some sunny weather again. Ideally, I'd like to find a spot with not a lot of people, so I'm coming over to Chill Island, but there's a section that I've actually never laid out in. This might be the spot. There's like nobody around. It's great. I changed my mind. I'm gonna try and get a spot right by the water because it is still early. Maybe there are some spots available, but we'll see. Ooh, this is a nice spot to take a picture. I think I just found a stunning photo spot. I might have to stop. I did take a lap and pretty much all the seats right by the water were taken. And I'm sure, I mean, I could have walked all the way to the other side of the island and found a spot, but I just want to sit and relax. So I've come back to the Chill Island where there's a few people now, but it's still very quiet and there's no loud music or anything like that, so it's very peaceful. So I will be here reading my book. I'm already pretty much finished with the book. I'm definitely gonna finish it today. I think I have like 50 minutes left. Finish that and then we'll start another one. update. I just finished my 8th book of the year and it was crazy. I literally started it yesterday and finished it today. It was that good. I could not put it down. I just finished Perfect Wife by Blake Pierce. This is the first book that I've read by that author. I don't know if they have any other books, but I definitely will look into it because it was insane. I knew something obviously was going to happen, but I wasn't quite sure, and I did not figure out the ending at all. Even to the last sentence, I was shocked. I don't know. If you've read this book, let me know if you figured it out or if I'm just oblivious, but I really enjoyed the book. I would rate it like a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So now I can move on to the next, but Callum should be joining me soon. It's about 1:45. I'm getting very hungry, so we'll have a bite to eat. All the food on the island is included, and this was something that I was able to do while working on board. I'm able to eat on the island, which is super nice, so I always took advantage of that. But I'm also gonna take advantage as a guest because the food is so good. This spot has remained very quiet. There's really nobody around, and it's so peaceful. They've got some hammocks over there and some shops, and then there's a bar right there, which I haven't ordered anything from, but a pina colada does sound really nice. We're at the snack shack now, and it's still open. It's all about balance. We got mozzie sticks and we got chicken Caesar salad, so a little bit of a change up compared to what I usually get because I always like making my taco salad from Skipper's Grill, but towards the end of the contract, Callum put me on the Caesar salad and it's so good, and the chicken is so perfectly cooked as well. So this is lunch today. All about balance. Perfect day in CocoCay. Time to get back on board. And I am back. It has been such a lovely day. I truly could not have asked for better weather off in CocoCay. Since I've been on the ship, the weather really hasn't been as hot or as sunny as I predicted it to be, so I haven't had as much time to lay outside as I'd like. But the last 2 days have been phenomenal, so really, really happy about that. And when I did come back on board, I did notice another difference between being a guest here on board. So when you come back on the ship and you're in the gangway, I used to have to take off my shoes when going through security. As a guest, I did not have to do that. So because it's ingrained in me and I usually have to do that, I started to take my shoes off and then remember that I didn't need to do that. That's just a little difference, but still worth noting, I would say. And there were plenty of other activities on the ship that I didn't get to do in the last 2 days, but I have gotten up to doing since being on board that I wanted to talk about. So first, one of the activities on board that I think is so much fun and I love doing, but unfortunately, while I'm on a contract, I cannot participate in, is the flow rider. At the end of a contract, once we've closed our show out and we have no more duties, we're able to get on the flow rider. But since I'm cruising as a guest, there are no limitations there. So I have gotten on and I'm actually making really good progress. It's so much fun and a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I would say it's pretty similar to snowboarding, but because I'm used to ice skating, it's an entirely different feeling. But I really enjoyed doing that, and I'm definitely going to hop on next cruise as well. I only have one cruise left here, which is so sad because the time has gone by so fast. Another activity that I haven't done yet, but I definitely will before disembarking, is zip line. This activity, I'm actually not sure if I am permitted or not permitted to do during a contract. I wouldn't see why you couldn't because you are harnessed in, but that is something that I haven't done yet. I'm trying to think what else there is to note. Oh, bars. Bars are actually one of the places that I am able to go while on a contract. As an entertainer, I am allowed to enjoy guest areas as long as I'm dressed accordingly, and I am able to purchase an alcoholic beverage at said bar. On this ship, I can go to every single bar except for the pub because there are limited seats there. It's a very small venue, so that is the reasoning why I'm not allowed there. But the other bars on board I am able to enjoy while on a contract or obviously cruising as a guest. I went to the Mason Jar for the first time last week and it was so much fun. If you guys know Brian James, he's one of my friends here on board. He also is a content creator and works in the Mason Jar. He is the lead singer of the band that plays there. So it was really fun to listen to them play and it's just such a good energy. If you like country music, which I really, really do enjoy, it's the place to be. The last thing I want to mention is watching shows. So obviously, as a crew member, we're able to go and enjoy the shows, and we don't need a reservation to do so because we work here. However, we're not able to actually sit down in a seat until about 10 minutes before the show starts, just because guests come first. But since I am a guest on board, I get to sit down as soon as I want. So if I wanted to get there first thing when the doors open, I could do that. Obviously, this one's not a big one, but still something to share. And there you have it in a nutshell. That's pretty much everything I could think of as of right now. There are, of course, more things, but that is pretty much the gist of it. I've been enjoying every second being a guest on board, and I've definitely settled into the position nicely. It's been a great week and a half so far. I only have one cruise left, which is bittersweet. The time is going by so fast. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you've been enjoying my content while on board. I love you all to the moon and back. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.